Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be a shopping our stash collab video. This video is something I do every single month with my friends Elisabeth and Mercedes. So I will of course have their channel linked down below. I am still rocking the bun at the very top of my head. I cannot stop this hairstyle. Every time I wear my hair down, I feel like I'm being strangled by my own hair. So I'm still wearing my funky little top bun every single day. I cannot stop. So that's what's going on with my hair today. It's a little strange. Unfortunately, we've decided that today is going to be our last shopping our stash video. Thank you so much to those of you that have watched all of these videos and supported this. I know some of you guys really like our shopping our stash videos, but we have decided that after a year and a half of doing these, that it's time to bring it to an end. It's getting harder and harder to come up with new shades. And honestly, the job of going through all of my eyeshadow palettes isn't as fun as it was at first. It's kind of more of a job and less fun. Every time one of these videos comes around, I have to pull out so many eyeshadow palettes, and I'm increasing the odds of dropping my palettes and breaking things, and then I have to put them all back when the video's over. And Mercedes, Elisabeth, and I kind of felt like maybe this would be a good time to wrap it up. Many of you guys know Elisabeth is also expecting a baby, and although ending it today was not necessarily her idea, I think she's going to have her hands full in a couple of months, and maybe this video would be overwhelming as well. So congratulations, Elisabeth. I am so happy for you and your baby girl, right? Yeah. I am so happy for you and your baby girl. We decided to end this series with an interesting color, and that is Duochromes, which isn't really a specific color at all. We just decided to pull out all of our Duochrome eyeshadows and swatch them. This has been requested by several of you, so we thought we'd end it with a requested color of Duochromes. I do have a lot of Duochromes, not as many Duochromes as I have black eyeshadows, thank goodness. So there's a lot though. And I suspect that there's some that I missed and I will not have swatched. And as soon as I upload this video, I'm gonna think of like 3 or 4 different eyeshadows that I should have swatched in today's video, but forgot. But either way, I pulled as many as I could find and as many as I could think of. I mentioned in a video recently that I've kind of fallen out of love with Duochromes a little bit. They're not quite doing as much as I'd always hoped. You swatch them and they look amazing, and then you put them on your eyes and you're kind of like, where's the Duochrome? Where is it? You know, and it doesn't really pick up on camera or on film at all, so it's hard to capture that when I wear them for videos. So I have kind of fallen out of love with Duochromes, but there was a time where I wanted every Duochrome I ever saw, and I bought a lot. And without a doubt, my favorite Duochrome for the longest time was the blue-brown Duochrome, or even green-brown. Those were, if I saw that in a palette, I bought it. That was it. Like I had to have that palette. Didn't matter if I had 6 other blue-brown Duochromes. If it was in a palette, I had to have it. So I'm gonna start with all of my blue browns and swatch them all together, and then we'll move on to some other Duochrome shades that I have in my stash. The OG of the blue-brown Duochrome is Max Pigment in blue-brown. That's what it's called. And here it is right here. This is the one that every other eyeshadow company has tried to imitate because it was that popular. Everybody lost their mind with this thing, and for good reason. It is stunning. Here is a swatch of Max Blue Brown. Isn't that stunning? Oh my gosh, you guys. My love affair with Duochromes might not be over quite yet, because that is so pretty. My next pigment is from Makeup Geek, and that is the shade Insomnia. It's another blue-brown. Marlena from Makeup Geek made it no secret when she started her company that she was directly duping her favorite MAC shadows. As new eyeshadows were being released, she would talk about the MAC dupes for them. So there's no doubt in my mind that this pigment in Insomnia is a dupe for Blue Brown. Here it is right there. There's Insomnia from Makeup Geek, and there's Blue Brown. They're basically identical. I would guess I have a lifetime supply of blue brown right here, but we're gonna keep going. Right here.
Hey guys.
This next one is without a doubt one of my all-time favorite ColourPop Super Shock shadows. It came from the Coffee Break with Danny collection, and this is in the shade Kindness. I hit pan on this at one point and then the pan got hidden, so you can't really see the pan, but I've used this a ton. Oh, I think I repressed it with some argan oil, and that's what happened. But I think you can see it's a pretty clear blue-brown. You guys, I'm kind of bummed. I think it might be time to retire Kindness. It's just not performing well anymore. You can still see the blue-brown, but it was chunky and I really had to rub hard to get it to look even like that. And I don't think I want to rub that hard on my eyelids. So this might be in my empties this month as a declutter. I'm gonna have to think about that. My next blue-brown comes from the Clover Palette from Too Faced. And it's the shade Best Friends, right down here. Okay, here is the blue-brown in the Too Faced Clover Palette. So many blue-browns. So as if having this gigantic tub of loose pigment in the shade Insomnia is not enough, I have it in here too. This is the Makeup Geek and Manny MUA collab palette, and here is Insomnia right there, pressed into a pan. And it is super pigmented. Even after all these years, there it is down there. Oh. Wet n Wild's Comfort Zone palette. Here is a blue-brown right down there. There it is right there. My ColourPop All I See Is Magic palette, kind of like a brown green, I think right there. There it is right there. And finally, as far as I know, the last blue-brown pigment is from my BH Cosmetics Desert Oasis palette, and I am going to be swatching this shade right here, which is called Cactus. This is definitely less blue, maybe more like a green brown, but I think it's definitely duochrome. So there you have it. I have 8 of these alone. That's a lot of eyeshadow. That's all basically the same duochrome color. Kindness is still my favorite. I'm so bummed that it's working like that. I've already repressed it and mixed in some argan oil. Maybe I'll try it one last time and see if it works again. I just don't know. Unfortunately, it's just old and I've had it for a long time. So I don't know how many more times I really should be trying to save it, or if it's just time to let it go. Okay, without a doubt, my next favorite duochrome of all time is like a lavender blue shifting duochrome, and that's what I decided to put on today because it's in a project. The one I have on my eyelids right now is the Stila Magnificent Metals in Sea Siren, and this is currently in my Project 10 uses, so I thought I should wear it. So as you can see, so maybe you can see that sometimes it looks more like a pinky purple and other times it looks more like a blue. It is very, very pretty. I like it very much and I've really been enjoying it. And here's a swatch right here. Ron, you're killing me. That's not all though. I found another blue-brown. In my Too Faced Life's a Festival palette, I found another blue-brown right here called Artist Pass. Let's swatch this one.
This is white.
This shadow is kind of special, this Artist Pass. It's not a blue-brown, it's like a blue deep purple.
No.
It doesn't have the brown, it has more of a purple base with the blue. It looks a lot like the others. It actually is more like ColourPop's Kindness than the rest of them. Oh, that's pretty. So pretty. Okay, back on to pinky purpley blues. There's one of those in this palette as well, and that is Mystic Rain right here. None of these shadows are really popping the way I would like them to. Maybe I'll try another swatch. That's a little better. Next, I have the shade Charmed. Oh my gosh.
I tripped.
I saw. Are you okay?
Yeah, I am.
Next, I have the shade Charmed from Luxie Beauty. So pretty. So pigmented. So smooth, so buttery, so beautiful. I also have Duper Star, which I think is also from Luxie Beauty. Love that. And I have Unicorn Kisses from a discontinued company called Lala Cosmetics. This pan was in my Pan That palette for last year, and it's one of the ones that shattered on the day that I filmed the finale. So a couple of other bits of shadow may have gotten mixed in here, but you'll be able to get the idea.
I'm wearing clothes.
Thank you. I love that shadow. I love it so much. Next is Glass Bowl from ColourPop. It's kind of like a mix between blue brown and purple blue. It's just got a bunch of different colors mixed in. It's like taupe blue. Okay, next is another duochrome from Luxie Beauty. This is the shade Halo. It is so precious. It is so beautiful. It's like a white, peachy pink with a flash of blue. It is stunning. I'm probably putting duochrome all over my neck. Look at that. That would make a beautiful brow bone highlight, a beautiful inner corner highlight, a beautiful face highlight. It's not really picking up on the duochrome. Maybe, oh, I thought I saw it for a second. I thought I saw a little bit of blue, and then it disappeared. It is stunning. Okay, the next shade that I seem to have quite a few of is like a golden green and an orange duochrome, like an orangey terracotta color with a golden green shade. So let's watch some of those. All right, let's go back to my Too Faced Life's Festival palette. I think this is the last duochrome in here. Yeah. And we're gonna swatch Fun in the Sun, which is this one right here. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. It's so metallic and reflective. From my BH Cosmetics Solar Flare palette, I have this one down here called Photosphere. I found another purple blue. Let's jump back to purple blue one more time really quickly with my Juvia's Place, The Magic. And I am going to swatch this one right here called Hazel Basil. Look at that. That is a gorgeous duochrome. Okay, from my Zodiac palette, the original one by BH Cosmetics, I have Aquarius, which seems to be a duochrome right there. Another like orangey, greeny, golden color. Probably the same one from the Solar Flare palette. Let's see if they're dupes. Those two are very similar. That's from the Solar Flare palette and that's from the Zodiac palette. They're both BH Cosmetics baked eyeshadows. I'd say they're dupes. Okay, all the rest of the duochromes I have to swatch in this video are all kind of random, unique shades that I don't have groups of, but I guess that makes them even more special. The first one is another Stila Glitter and Glow. This is in the shade Into the Blue, and it is a blue, purple, teal kind of shade. I have a get ready with me somewhere on my channel using this. I can link it down below. That is beautiful. There are 3 duochromes in my Lila palette from Natasha Denona. They are Livid, Cyclone, and Dragon Bite. So I'm gonna swatch those 3. Here's Livid, Cyclone, and Dragon Bite. In my ColourPop Element of Surprise palette, I have a shade called Rayon. I think it's called Rayon, and I think that's a duochrome. It's like a beige, blue, beige, purple. Like a reddish brown and purple duochrome. It's kind of unique. And I don't know if it's gonna pick up at all. I don't know if you can see it. In the Dose of Colors Friendcation palette, I have this one right here. I think this one's called A Moment. And in some lights, it looks like a very deep ultraviolet purple, and in other lights, it looks very blue. I think it's picking up more blue than purple in the phone. Next is one of my all-time favorite duochromes ever, and it comes from the Gingerbread Spice palette from Too Faced, and that is Hot Toddy. I think this is stunning. It looks either like a reddish, burnt, I see you, burnt pink kind of shade, or a golden shade. It goes from like gold to this kind of reddish color, reddish pinkish color. Stunning. Stunning. That is such a beautiful eyeshadow. Okay, I have another Looksy Beauty eyeshadow in another magnetic palette. This shadow is called Omega, I think. Yes. Here is Omega. It goes from this teal green shade that you see right here to a very deep purple shade. I think it's coming across as very green, at least in my eye, but the duochrome is very purple. Duochromes are kind of magical. They really play tricks on your eyes. Okay, I think we only have 2 more, and I think they're both Looksy Beauty. The first one is called Juice, and it kind of shifts from plum to an antique gold shade. And the last one is Juno, and this one is like, it's so hard to describe. I don't know if I have the words to describe Juno. It looks like a bronzy gold color, but then it has like an olivey shift to it. I'm gonna put it up here. There it is, right there, that's Juno. There's like a bronzy, plummy, olivey mix in there somewhere. I think that's all of it. Like I said, I'm sure that once this video is uploaded, I will find many more that I missed, but this is all I could find for today, and I think it's enough. I think it's safe to say that I don't need to buy another duochrome for a very, very long time. Of course, now there's multi-chromes and quad-chromes and tri-chromes and all these other fancy eyeshadows that I haven't purchased yet from the indie companies. And that sounds amazing as well, but I don't think I have any of those. I hope you check out Mercedes and Elisabeth's channels and subscribe to them if you're not already subscribed. They are awesome. We are really sad to not be continuing this series anymore, but the time feels right to wrap it up and bring it to an end. And I think finishing this series with duochrome shadows was the right move. I had so much fun swatching all of these beautiful eyeshadows, and I've kind of fallen in love with duochromes again. I want to keep playing with these and trying them out some more because, oh my gosh, they are so stunning. Look at that. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I do hope you consider subscribing. That would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.